All right. So first thing we read it, Jane drives a Mustang. A Mustang can do 441,300 joules of work in 1 second. Well, that's a time. If the Mustang can go 40 meters, that's actually a distance because meters is a distance. How much force is the Mustang's engine exerting on the car? So that's a force. So I'm going to draw this picture. A Mustang we're talking about is actually a car. Wouldn't matter if we drew it as a horse. But I looked up the car stuff when I wrote this. So the work is 441,300 joules. And it goes a distance of 40 meters. And it takes it a time of 1 second. And we are looking for force equals question mark. What is this force? Okay, so the next step is our givens. So we've been given work equals 441,300 joules. We've been given a time equals 1 second. And we've been given a distance equals 40 meters. And we've been given a work, time, distance, and force equals question mark. Okay, so this is our unknown. Givens, unknown. Now we need to pick an equation. So let's go and pick an equation. Now, when we look at the equation for this, what you're going to find is, what are we looking for? We're looking for force, but none of our equations have work, time, distance, and force. They don't, okay? So we have to kind of think through this, and what we are going to realize is right now, partly because we're talking about work, the only equation we have is force times distance. So this time right here is a distractor, okay? It's extra. We actually don't need it right now, okay? So now I'm going to substitute in, so given unknown equation, substitute. So work, I'm going to put it in parentheses, 441,300 is my work, equals my force, which I don't know, times my distance, which is 40 meters. It's a 40. And now I have to do my algebra. So I'm going to divide both sides by 40. Both sides by 40. Why? Because 40 divided by 40 is equal to 1. 1 times F is just F. And so now we get this answer, which is the 11,032.5 newtons. Okay. I picked that one because I knew there was a distractor and that might be confusing. I'm going to, any questions? Any questions? Was that helpful? Okay. All right. If you have another question, be thinking of it. I'm going to actually go visit the other rooms and make sure everybody's doing okay. But be thinking if you have another question. Otherwise, keep working on those homework problems or work on the quarter project, okay? And I'll be back in just a minute.